24/7, 365. The fantasy season never dies. Welcome to Every Day is Draft Day. Presented by Champions Round.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Every Day is Draft Day, presented by Champions Round. I'm your host, Eagle Dan FF. Joining me, as always, the wonderful Steffi Smalls. What's up, Steph?
What is going on, Eagle Dan FF? I am very excited because we get to spend a lot of time together this offseason. It feels like the content does not stop. I can't wait for next week. Free agency is upon us. Washington decided that they wanted Commander Wentz. I don't know what the deal is. It'll be probably a really fun season too, now that we get to see Wentz a lot.
Mm-hmm. I think it's hilarious that Commander Wentz is a thing now. That's like the best thing.
I responded to Scheffler. I'm like, we're not calling him that.
No one has ever called.
Don't start that shit right now, dude.
Absolutely not. Am I ever saying that ever about him?
Oh boy.
Never, ever, to ever, never.
Have you done any rookie mock drafts yet?
Have I? Yes.
Yeah.
I've done a couple of actual rookie drafts, much less rookie mocks. But yeah, I've done some rookie mocks, both Superflex and one quarterback. Today on the show, we're doing a Dynasty rookie one quarterback draft. Mm-hmm. So let's get started with that one. I will, of course, be doing the first pick because, again, in case everyone doesn't know, Steph hates going first.
I get stressed. It's a lot of pressure.
Yes. All right, so at the 101, I'm just going to take Breece Hall. There are some things that, if it's not broken or it's not whatever that thing is. It's not broken, don't fix it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, he performed well at the combine. He has 3 down back at that 4.39 40, which was better than a lot of people, thought. He's a complete package. And as we know, running backs are king. So I'll be happy to take him at the 101.
Yeah. I think one of the things about him too that benefits him is he was putting up numbers, not against small schools. There's a lot of guys this year that, appear to be very good prospects. But again, they haven't been challenged at that next level or a little bit higher than some of these small school guys. So I like that pick. With that, it pains me, but I'm going to do it. At the 102, I'm going to take Malik Willis. I think because you look at guys like Jalen Hurts, even if that is not the franchise option, we don't care. We're playing fantasy. We like dual threat. We like the fact that there's a lot of teams that are quarterback needy. So we know that he will likely end up being thrown in and starting tomorrow. And he can get us points with all that raw talent. Whether or not the team he's on has success is another thing. But again, we don't care. I think Malik, once he does develop, I don't think he's going to end up having no career, right? We're going to see Malik Willis. So he's a nice pick at 102. Yeah.
I feel like Malik Willis should give some of his signing bonus to Jalen Hurts because that's all people talk about when they talk about him is Jalen Hurts this and Jalen Hurts that. Just be original. Come on. All right, so at the 103, I'm going to double dip into running back and take Kenneth Walker III. I think he also did fantastic at the combine. He ran a 4.38. His balance is fantastic. He's really hard to bring down and tackle. 5'9", 211. The only really question is receiving, but I think he'll be fine at receiver. I have him and Garrett Wilson actually in kind of the same tier, the positional scarcity. I'm going to lean towards Walker at the spot.
Did you pick Walker? My internet cut out, so I have no idea, but I think you were describing Walker.
Walker, yes.
You were describing Walker. Look at that. I could figure it out when I caught the end there. I like that pick for sure there. I think that, people have a couple of knocks on him, and that's fine. But overall, I think he showed that he's a little bit better on the receiving end than people think. And I think he does have elite athleticism too. Wow, that's kind of a tongue twister. Try and say that 3 times fast. Elite athleticism. You literally can't do it. But I like that pick there, especially with, we've seen too how running backs go. I love to stock up on running backs at, in these rookie drafts too. I think that it's a nice place to kind of grab some of these guys, especially if they end up being a handcuff for a little bit. It's nice to be able to have that to rely on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And now the part of the draft where it gets fun. Who goes now?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson off the board. Good pick.
I think that's kind of who I was thinking about. The Jets are one of those teams that is, could use someone like Atlanta, right? It would be very interesting because now that Ridley's gone, Russell Gage is going to hit free agency. I think he could pair really nicely with the Kyle Pitts. I really like Garrett Wilson because I think he's a tomorrow guy. You're going to – it's almost a steal here. You could start to argue because if he starts falling anywhere past this, because I think that he, there's a good argument that he's wide receiver 1 in this class. I think he will be a solid fantasy producer tomorrow. Is he going to be a Jamar Chase tomorrow? Probably not. But again, he's going to step in immediately on a team that's going to give him, the targets that you need to get fantasy production.
I was reading some draft profiles, and then someone compared him to a supercharged Jeremy Maclin. I think that's pretty accurate. I like that comparison. I mean, they're both have the same style and size. So yeah, I think he's going to be good from day one. I think we both agree he might not get to Jamar Chase good, but he's definitely going to have like a solid rookie season, at least as good as DeVonta Smith had last year. I think that can be good, safe to say. That's a good pick there at 104, considering you could probably take him at 102 and no one's going to complain. So get him at 104 is great value there.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Because then I think it starts to get a little weird. Once you get past like the top 3 receivers, which still I don't know that there's I don't see much of a consensus, honestly, especially after the combine. It seems like people's rankings got a little weird. So I think that Garrett Wilson I can kind of plant my flag in a little bit where I feel confident. And Drake London, I'll get into one of us. I'll probably go with Garrett Wilson. He's solid.
Yeah, that's an absolutely great pick there. So I'm going to, with the 105, I'm going to go ahead and take Treylon Burks. I think that, at the combine, people didn't get, he didn't test out as athletically as people wanted him to test out. I think that 4.55 kind of bummed people out a little bit. But I still think that, he's going to be a great producer immediately. And everyone's throwing around how he wants to get used like Deebo Samuel. So if he gets even if it's a Deebo Samuel light his first season, that's definitely some great value they're going to get out of that receiver position for a rookie. So I'm fine taking him at the 105.
Yeah, I think what he feels like to me for some reason. It feels very like the guy that everyone gets wrong. Like suddenly we all hate him. And I think that this might be a reason why he ends up being that guy. Because everyone was drooling over him for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, he goes to combine and we all hate him. His pro day numbers are better. I think that he still will translate well to the next level. And if the team is going to take him, he might even be the first receiver off the board still. Because we overanalyze him as fantasy players. That's thinking differently too. So I think I hate taking it here, but I still think he's going to be that guy that does very well because everyone doesn't like him right now.
Yep, absolutely. He's going to be a value. He's going to be a value.
Now what?
Now you make a pick.
Are we doing one QB?
What?
We're doing one QB.
Yes. The 106 we're on, by the way.
Sam Howell.
That's not true. You're not taking him there.
Let's go Drake London. I think that he's another one that can start tomorrow. can get targets. He put up fantastic numbers. He has an elite size. He offers a lot of mismatch potential, something that obviously you love to see out of your receivers. And he has experience all over the field, rather just being a slot guy. He can play outside too. So I think that he'll, again, there's a lot of teams that are wide receiver needy that he's going to be able to step into and get targets and be productive. Will they be a little bit limited the first year? Maybe. But a lot of the times, the rookie drafts, you end up benching these guys for a little bit. That's why teams have taxi squads. So I like Drake London a lot. He has great route running. I like his separation of maybe a little bit more, but he's a big boy, and I think that he will make the team very happy.
Yeah, I think people are going to be happy to put him on the bench over some bottom of the barrel receiver that might be okay, but doesn't really have any long-term upside like a Josh Reynolds type person. So definitely there, he might. The separation does worry me a little bit. I think that's something that he's going to have to deal with and prove that he can do it before he gets taken seriously. But for everything else, he's an elite talent. So I'm excited to see how well he translates over. All right, at the 107,
bullied a little bit, and then he might just need to get bullied in the NFL a little bit, and then he'll be fine. There will be adjustments. They will work with him. Those are the kind of things that they can start working with him, during the off season. So I think that again, he's good at the contested catch, but there's just things he needs to clean up.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, at the 107, I'm going to continue the running back love and take the guy who's number 3 on my top tier, but he's the last guy on that tier, and go with Isaiah Spiller out of Texas A&M. I think that everyone was kind of disappointed that Spiller didn't really, run at the combine. It was later reported that he had an injury, so he'll be running at his pro day. But looking at his tape, he's a complete back. He's been amazing for Texas A&M since he got there. He's a super young prospect. He's only going to be 20 when he gets drafted, so he's going to have a long shelf life as far as running backs go. I think that with Hall and Walker's performances may have bumped him up above him, but if I'm sitting at 107, I'll be more than happy to get Spiller there.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then again, like we said, it starts becoming a little bit of a crapshoot at this point. And some of these guys are never going to do anything. So it definitely is, out of the wide receivers that go in your rookie. I want to go back and look at mine and see how it turned out. But there's going to be guys that get their bust, right? Rager was going 1 back then.
Hi.
Yeah, so there's going to be guys that don't end up amounting to much.
Yep. 108.
All right. Should I make it spicy?
Spikely?
Spicy.
Do it. Spice it up.
Should I take Trey McBride?
Go for it.
I'm going to do it because it's something that I would do in general.
Trey McBride, all the tight ends for Steph.
Again, tight end situation is freaking weird in the league for some teams. And again, he's someone that tomorrow will start, be productive. He obviously demonstrated that in the combine. He's someone that, people might argue, if you're going to do that, take Likely. That's fine. I like McBride better. I don't care what anyone says. So I'll go with Trey McBride.
That is a excellent pick, considering he is a clear-cut, number 1 in rookie for that spot. And if you don't really have anyone or have middling, get him at 108. That's about. I mean, you could probably take another shot at the receiver, running back, but he's the best tight end there, so it's a good pick. I wouldn't mind taking him there, honestly.
All right.
All right, at the 109, this was originally going to be a running back, White or Williams or whatever. Williams bombed at the combine. So this next guy did not, in fact, do the opposite of bomb. I'm taking Christian Watson at 109.
Wow.
I think that, he has the size, speed, strength that you want in a receiver. He absolutely killed it at the Combine and the Senior Bowl, and I think that he is going to be drafted really highly. I think that his draft capital is going to be really, really good, especially after that 40. What was it, a 4.36? Yes, 4.36. He's the total package. He has great size. It might be a surprise, but I think he might go later on in the real draft. But I want that kind of upside at 109. I want the 6'4". I want the 208. I want that kind of upside at the back half of the first round in my draft. So I'm taking him here.
You're tempting me to do something I shouldn't do here.
Do it.
That's a great call.
Continue the spice.
Okay, we'll go spicy. How spicy though? Should I do it?
The spiciest. Ghost.
Sky Moore. I think Sky Moore is kind of what everyone really wanted and hoped St. Brown would be. Not that he wasn't fantasy wise, but I think that he had a great combine where he showed exactly why a lot of scouts are very high on him. 4.4 vertical jump, 34 and a half, whatever. I think he has, he showed a lot of consistent productivity in his season. He plays overall very good pace on the field, and he has how do I describe this? His footwork is very good. He's very efficient in his footwork.
Mm-hmm.
He has things that he needs to work on, but again, there's always going to be a learning curve, and you're not going to like everything about certain guys. His burst is interesting, but again, now you're reaching for things to complain about him for. I think people will be surprised how fast he goes off the board in the NFL draft. I think that he's a very capable route runner that will make the team very happy, which seems to be my phrase in both of these drafts tonight. But his ball skills and how tough he is on the field are things to very much like. Again, another guy, the talent's all there. Separation potential, maybe not great, but he's able to figure that out.
Yeah.
And we're talking about something that's very exciting.
Mm-hmm. I really think it's interesting with after the first 7 picks, you can go anywhere on the board really. I mean, Chris Olave is still there. There's a couple of options.
I probably should have taken Olave. That was
whatever.
I forgot about him, to be honest.
Yeah, it's Zamir White and stuff, but it just shows how there really isn't consensus about where to go in rookie drafts. And I think McBride, Watson, and Moore, you're not going to you wouldn't dream of finding that in the back of the first round, even a month ago. And now it's definitely a possibility because of how well they performed.
Mm-hmm.
So that will do it for our first 1 QB Dynasty rookie mark. Please stay tuned for all our wonderful Champions Round content. This week, we're also having some 7 stakes contests, one for the Player Championship and one for Selection Sunday. So please make sure to go sign up for those because they will be awesome. Anything else I'm missing, Steph?
Well, I regret taking Sky Moore, so no one yell at me about that because I would have taken Olave, but I forgot about him. It was a long day. There's a lot going on, so don't hate me. But this is fun. We should do more of these, actually.
100% we should do more. We should invite more people to do them, too. Get a whole thing.
That'll be fun.
That will be a lot of fun. All right, we'll do that next time.
Sounds
all right,
good.
For Steph, I'm Dan. Have a wonderful day.